It's a bit chilly today. Well, it's not chilly, guys. It is cold. It's fall and we're already getting snow outside. Anyways, I'm in here in the studio trying to keep warm with a couple space heater. But guys, that's beside the point. Welcome back. Thank you so much for your support on my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Valance, your practical decorator, helping you to make it home. So in this video, I want to share a special project, creative project with you guys. Easy to do, right? But before I do that, there is just something else I need to share with you, because it's because of you guys why I was recently accepted in the YouTube partnership program. So thank you so much. Sending lots of love and appreciation your way. And so when I was accepted into the program, there are a few things that I am allowed to do, and one of the things is to do a membership program on the channel. Now, I have been wrestling with that, whether or not I should go ahead and do the membership program. A few times I started the process and then I aborted it because I kept saying, I'm not sure what feedback I'm gonna get. I'm not sure if my subscribers are gonna be turned off. But then I figure, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And I did it last night. So if you visited the channel, you would have seen that I have that join button on the channel. So I decided to do it because it's not an obligatory thing. However, if you are a member, there are certain perks that you will be entitled to. And before I get into the perks, let me just say that it is a fee of $4.99 Canadian. I must say Canadian, right? Because the US dollar is a different value from the Canadian dollar. So it's $4.99 per month. Now, one of the things that you will get when you become a member is a discount from my Etsy shop. Now, you will see the link on the channel. You can always check out the shop to see what's there. You can also check out my website, which is my name, ValancVernon.com, and you will see some of my handcrafted items. The ones that are on my website now, I'm in transition. I am moving them over to a new Etsy store because the store that's there currently, it has a lot of vintage items. Because if you saw my video that I posted with my shop, you would have seen I have a lot of lovely curated vintage items. And so the shop that's there is the name of it is Shop Frugal Finds, and it is Shop Frugal Finds because the prices are really frugal, right? So you will be getting right now I have a 10%, but I will be editing that to 20%. So if you're a member, you will get that 20% off. You will get a code that you can shop anytime to get 20% off. And when I open my handcrafted store, which will be Valance Vernon Home, you will also be getting a discount off that shop. Now, the other thing will be your comments or questions will be prioritized. And so I'll get to them first. The third thing is I will be uploading and sharing on the under the community tab wallpapers that you can use for your computer or your phones, or for that matter, whatever you want to use them to do. So that's number 3. Number 4 is, okay, so maybe that should have been number 1, because what will happen is that you will have a badge beside your name when you become a member. And I think there is one more. What am I missing? Yeah, that's it. Early access to tips and tricks videos. Now you can always go on the channel, click on the join where you see that button that says join, and you will be able to read what's there. You don't have to literally join to be able to see what you can access if you join the channel, right? So let's hope that some of you guys will join the channel. Let me know what you think, guys. I crave your comments and your questions. Please drop it in the comment section below and really let me know what you think. So I have this scarf on my head here. This has been my choice of head dress, right? Now, I like this scarf a lot, to the point where I did not only pick up one when I picked this up, I picked up 2. But what am I doing with 2 scarves? Because it's a pretty good scarf, right? And it's not gonna go bad for now because I have lots of other scarves, right? So I have decided that I am gonna show you lovely people how to transform this scarf into a lovely butterfly valance. First thing I will be doing is stitching a pocket at the top of the scarf. Now the rod that I will be using, because yes, I will be putting it on a rod, I will not be using a mounting board, which is also an option when you do valances. Maybe sometime down the road I can do one of those type of valances. But as I was saying, the rod is just about 1.5 inches in circumference. So I will be stitching a pocket that is just about 1 inch deep. And the reason is, you know, I have that video on the channel that tells you how to calculate to see how big to make your pocket. Well, this valance will not be operational. We will not need to slide it along the rod, and so it does not matter that it will be snug or tight to the rod. In fact, that will be a good thing. So let me go ahead and stitch the 1 inch pocket, and I'm not doing a double hem because I don't have a lot of fabric working with, plus this end and also this end is already finished, so I won't even be putting a hem on the bottom. I'll just be putting a hem at the top. So let's get that done. There we go. It's gonna be 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. Just gonna put this back a little. Okay. Now I have a pattern on here, so if you see me not measuring, it's because if I fold my fabric back to this pattern, I have an inch. Whenever I am doing any hems or anything like that, and I have any pattern on the fabric, usually I will look for a marker that will help me with guiding my measurements while I stitch. So now that I have stitched the heading on the scarf, I'm gonna go ahead and fold it in 2 halves. So I'm trying to find the center. Okay, that's it. So I'm gonna press in a mark just to know where the center of the scarf is. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna put this aside, and I have a piece of black fabric here. I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to cut a strip of fabric, and I am just gonna use the width of my ruler here as my guide for how wide I cut the fabric. And I'll just put a mark here, lift up my ruler, and put another mark. And this is how wide I want to cut the fabric. So I'll go ahead and cut the strip of fabric out. I'm gonna get my iron, and I'm just gonna ever so slightly, maybe just about 1/2 inch, fold the edge of the strip back, at least the edges, because I'll do it on both sides, and press. And I'm gonna fold this end 2 times, 1/2 inch fold and another 1/2. And I'll do the same thing on this end. Now I'm gonna stitch across here, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this end, stitch across. Okay, I'll open it, and I'll apply the strip to the back of the scarf. So I'm centering the center of the strip to the center of the scarf. Now we're going back to the sewing machine, and we're not stitching across here. We're not stitching across. We're going to stitch down the sides of the strip. Okay, so the last stitch I am going to do will be down the center of the strip. I have a piece of black ribbon here. I am going to get myself a safety pin as big as I can get it. It's a pretty big one. And just going to pin it to the end of the ribbon here. And I am going to thread the ribbon. And then I am going to turn it around and thread it back down through the other side. There we go. It's just about even. What I'm going to do is just snip off the bottom to make them even. It's not that much that I'm going to snip off, but it's quite a bit, so I won't snip off so much. I'll pull this over. Okay, so that's it. That's more even. Just cut that up. I am going to tie. If you have any kind of bead or tassel, anything fancy, you could actually put on the end of this. Let me see if I find a tassel. I have no tassels, but I found myself a couple beads. Tassels would have been nice. So in another video that I'm going to show you guys how to make tassels from decorative trim, I will probably get a couple tassels to put on the end of the ribbon, but for now that will do. I got these beads from some samples of decorative trim. Okay, now I am going to put the rod in. There we go. There we go. Well, the pocket, see, it's pretty snug, but that's not a problem at all because, as I said, it's a valance. So it's not operational. And I'll just tighten the screws so the rod stays in place. as a valance without anything else. Let me just try to center it here. And if I want to get really fussy, I may just grab my measuring tape to make sure that it's centered. That's 56. So half of 56 is 28. 28. So the center is just about right here. Okay. And I am going to make any gather that's in it. I'm just going to push it to the end. And then I'll go ahead and I will pull on the ribbon. And check this out. That's your scarf butterfly valance, my friends. What do you think? Now we can go ahead. You can push it all the way up, or you can ease it out. And maybe I'll let it stay right there. And then I'll go ahead and tie and put a lovely bow right there. What do you think, my friends? I think I like it a lot. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm so excited that I got to share this idea with you, the idea that I have been thinking of. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead, please do me the favor right now and hit that subscription button, and remember to turn on the bell notification icon so you can be notified of new videos like this one and many more. Plus, go ahead and check out the channel because there's a lot there that can be useful to you in trying to make it home. Again, remember, you can look for that join button on the channel. You can click on it just to see what it's all about. Sending you lots of love and appreciation. You take care now. No, how could I end without telling you guys to please share with somebody. Share with your family and friends. Also, give me those thumbs up, because those thumbs up and those shares really help the videos to reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. You take care, and I'll see you in the next one.